Powley, how would you rate our season so far after 7 championship fixtures?
I think if you were to take this position before the season, you'd say that we'd be happy where we're at. Obviously, we've won 3 games and been close in another couple of games. So, reflecting back where we thought we might be, I think this would be good. But actually, there's elements of it that we've been not happy with, and that we feel as though we could improve from some of the areas of the game we need to get better at.
Can you sort of touch on those areas, the biggest improvement points that we've seen in our performances so far?
Yeah, so I think that we feel as though we've been a bit more challenging with what we've done in attack, with the teams that we're playing against, but we need to get more consistency. There's periods of games that we let the other team score a couple of tries or don't get going in an attack, and I think I talked about this at the end of the last game. The point we're at now is that teams aren't going to expect us to be a massive underdog in the games, and they're coming out with a professional attitude towards what we could do, and therefore we've got to reciprocate that in the way that we go about our business. So we can't afford to start with a lack of intensity. We can't afford to have periods of poor technique in terms of what we're delivering, whether that's defensively or in attack or within the set piece. So to compete in this league, you've got to be consistent, and you've got to have a good game, and you've got to do that over a long period of time within a game.
We're back in action this Saturday after a weekend off. What was the message to the players heading into training this week?
Well, we came back in last week, and the boys were pretty up for it because we were not happy about the performance at Doncaster. So they trained well, and I think that's it's never good to get beat, but at the same time it's probably given us a bit of focus and gives us some focus going into this game, which we know is going to be another tough game, but it's made us a bit more hungry, and we're certainly probably going to come out pretty fast and pretty hard to put right some of the wrongs from that game where we never really got started. So I think in a bizarre way, it might give us a little bit more motivation this week to impress our fans at home against Ampthill.
We know Ampthill, we played them in pre-season, we got the win then. How are we approaching this one against them on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, very much us to focus on our game and be better at what we've done. We're not going to change tactics specifically because we're playing against Ampthill. They like to maul. They're going to play a decent brand of rugby as well. They're going to want to move the ball, and they will be challenging. So we're going to have to be on the money in what we do, and we certainly don't want to repeat some of the things that happened in our last game. We've got to be ready for it and up for it, and maintain consistency throughout the game.
Our depth is definitely being tested at the moment with a few injuries across the board. I guess how crucial are the Vikings and the Saxons to us at the moment?
Yeah, it's huge because as a part-time team, we're not drawing on a huge pool of players of some of the other quality teams that we play against. They've got 30, 35 players that have all played championship rugby. So our strength is that we can bring people up. So the Vikings had a good game last week at Esher. Obviously we get the opportunity to watch the tape, and the coaches work within our performance department so we can share ideas and talk about players, and they get an opportunity now because there is going to be some people missing this week. So that's the benefit of the way that we try and do things, and it gives people a go. We want to get the other guys back, but at the same time, this is the reason why the club's running the way it is. So it's providing opportunities for players, and we're certainly going to need the strength in depth over the next few weeks.
Well, thanks for your time, Powley, and good luck against Ampthill on Saturday.
Cheers.